Hi, Gemini. Thanks for stopping by. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's timeless because we remember the past, plan for the future, and use both of those energies to live in the now. These are always going to be readings for our highest good, and we will always look toward the original source, the original thought, and the original word, and requesting assistance with some clarity from all energies, entities, and beings in all dimensions, realms, and times, space, all that fun stuff, because we are definitely going to be encountering some crazy, wazy stuff. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is 2 weeks past, 2 weeks in the now, and then 2 weeks in the future. Excuse me. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's been some sort of an earthy 3D grounded boost. It's something to do with your worldly possessions. I have to adjust this. This guy keeps like switching over here. But yeah, something to do with earthly possessions. That was a concern. That was like something new, something big, maybe even like a business. Uh, oh wow. Uh, some really good you made then some things happen, some new things. Is that the Ace of Wands? Wow. It's off to a rip snorting start, isn't it, huh? I think maybe it's been overwhelming. I don't know. Hmm. So this is not you. This is the Hierophant. So there has been some control issues. Wow. So yeah, I know I've heard other readers talk about the Hierophant and how there's the initiate, the apprentice, and the master. And I think things went really, really quick. And you've had some input from someone else. I'm not putting any kind of judgment on that. I mean, some people might look at it as like, well, that was a pain in the butt. And other people might be looking at it as like, well, it wasn't comfortable, but it was helpful. But this looks like really new stuff. Oh my gosh. So this is who you are. This is where you're at. High Priestess. So she's taken, the embodied this last couple of weeks, which has been hugely positive. And you're turning this new beginnings of whether it's a business or a relationship, and that relationship could be a relationship with money, could be a relationship with yourself, family member. And that high priestess, she's got it going on. She doesn't look like she's not full of herself. She's very confident. Sometimes people mistake confidence for, yeah. All right, she looks kind of snooty, but she's three of wands, so you're now slowed down and maybe in like a preparatory state of mind for the next phase. Wow, this is like really, it feels really powerful. Uh, wow. So yeah, you got the double whammy, Gemini. These ladies are facing each other too. Both of them are very much focused in an etheric sense. They both have their eyes closed. She's got the flower, so she's staying very grounded, and she's got her head up toward the sky at her wands. She's it's like an assessment. She's assessing these three options. Yeah, I definitely don't read traditional here. Wow. Emperor. So you not only have the high priestess, but you've got the emperor. So there's all this wisdom. I like it how a lot of these have. That's kind of interesting because I know all of these have a night sky in this particular deck, but I feel like this is the sun. And the sun is not only pouring out on this aspect of you and your contemplative decision making, it's also, you can kind of see it doesn't, but it does, it is feeding into the emperor because he has all these orbs at his back. And that's the ether. I feel like the ether is supporting you as the emperor in your realm. This is like a really heavy, not really heavy, I don't mean like in a bad way, but a lot of responsibility. But this is why all of this had to be like boom in the last couple of weeks. This is kind of different. So what's coming up in the next 2 weeks? This is where we're at right now. And I don't think we would have been able to manage this if we had not had such huge support and a good mentor. It would have been a lot. I don't think it's not necessarily that you wouldn't have, and it might not even be a physical person. So in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be getting a lot of emotional information, messenger of water. And it's going to come from unusual sources. These are going to be your pearls of wisdom utilized, and you're going to get more. There are a lot of them that you don't even see. Gemini, this is pretty cool, right? We have time. Yeah, we have time on our hands, not on our hands, but on our side. Sun's coming out, so you might see a change in the lighting. So we definitely have time because patience. We have all the time in the world, and it's heartfelt. It's definitely a heartfelt timing. We will know when to take action. So Queen of Fire, notice her heart. She is very heart-centered. And she knows how to take action and with confidence. That's a winning characteristic. When you have confidence, that is winning. These are winning. Well, you got wins coming and going, man. That's awesome. Okay, Gemini. Sun, moon, rising, 2 weeks past, 2 week future. How can we embody these now? All of this positive, amazing information that we've received moving forward. Sometimes I can shuffle them, other times I can't. Okay, so in and out, clashing like waves. So we're being asked with these, because this is emotional, but it's also pearls of wisdom. We're going to have to use a little bit of not really emotional restraint, but more like and not even a temperance, but a balance. And it's going to be a combination of our emotions and the emotions of others. It is on the horizon. It's within the next 2 weeks. Starbursts, old flames. Don't get distracted. Keep this, embody this. Divine feminine. Here's the leader, strong intuition, empathic heart, and healer to others. I mean, that speaks for itself, right? That's the queen of fire. So this is a commitment, marriage, soulmate energy, sharing goals, long-term happiness. So all of this combined is a call for. It doesn't mean there won't be adjustments in the path, but this is like a really cool new beginning. Very, very positive, very positive. What else? What else for Gemini? Sun, moon, rising. Always, 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 always grateful. Clean it up. Clean it up. So if you have yourself in a position where you're going to be waiting, we need to take the time, if we've got any time, if it's like we need to be sure that we are keeping things in a way. It doesn't mean you have to be fastidious, just means you have to have, we all should really be willing to take that minute. And it's not just cleaning up our physical, but it's also making sure our minds are staying healthy and having, patience can be very draining. So make sure we're able to purge that stuff out by cleaning up, keeping things clean in this physical, in our physical realm, and then in our emotional realm as well. You're going to definitely have some loyal hearts. Gemini, wow, 2 owls, 2 people, just for Gemini. Wow, right? Are you being watched? There's something about a cosmic egg. And there's some mysteries. I think this is not somebody spying on you, but you might be spying on somebody. And be careful with that, please, and thank you. This is like kind of an outside thing that's coming in, because being an observer is not where you're at. So this feels like it might be something trying to come in and be a distraction. Don't get distracted. That's something that needs to be in the awareness for sure. For most of us, don't get distracted. Stay the course. When you do have that downtime, don't start obsessing over something or someone. Wow, I'm feeling something really strong, emotionally strong. Wow. Yep. Yep. It's very much in root chakra. Yep. So this is going to reveal itself. You won't have to be wondering if you're being watched. Make sure you don't get distracted because it's going to emerge. This is the energy of, or the frequency of emergence. Not emergency, but coming out. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment and to watch this and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So don't look to elsewhere, look within self. And this is where the power lies. And again, it says childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment. That's something that most of us need to kind of remember how to do. Just being silly. I used to do a lot of really silly things as a kid. Like to get back to that place. That was a lot of fun as a kid. So this is the frequency of miracle. So this is card number 33. So the frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as a part of source and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Yes, yes, yes. That's what a miracle is. All a miracle is what they cannot explain. Something that happened and they can't explain how or why or any of that kind of stuff. So this is the miracle. All of this that you're in the process and we are in the process of embodying. And it's going to be significant change. This is change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. And I say, we got to let that stuff go. We got to, in order for, we can't continue to accept new and good things, these new and good things, if we don't clean up what we had and make a good space for the change, for the positive change that is where we are at. All right. Thank you, Gemini. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Definitely, if this may be relevant for you or someone that you know, please do pass it out along to them if you feel that it would be helpful. Thank you so much. And I will see everybody on the flip side. Bye.